What is up, YouTube? So I got a 2010 Audi Q7 with a 3.06 cylinder TDI. I had an issue with my console shift. A bunch of the plastic stuff in here broke, piled up. So I was able to kind of pick some stuff out of there and kind of jerry rig it a bit so I could still drive the vehicle the last couple weeks while I was waiting for this replacement one to come in. Kind of tore into it. I wasn't able to find any reference material online at all on how to get this done. So I've been flying blind a little bit here. If you need help with anything on the steps on this specific model, reach out to me in the comments, or I'll leave my email or a phone number or something. I don't mind trying to help work through stuff if you have any questions, but I'm kind of just working through it myself here as well. I took my driver's seat out and got my center console and everything removed. That was a little bit of a task. It took about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. Once I got in here, I removed these bolts, 4 of them, and I was going to take this out. And then I realized that when I took that out, this doesn't remove up out of the vehicle, because why would it? You have to take this out through, essentially through the trans tunnel out the bottom. So I'll take you guys with me here. What I found was a bit disheartening. Essentially, you have to lower your transfer case and transmission by lowering your cross member and subframe. So what I've done here, so there is a cross member right here that I took off just so I had enough clearance for my drive shaft here. And then with this cross member, 2 bolts, and then I lowered this down. And honestly, I don't think I would have had enough room anyways. It would have been really tight, but anyways, this right here is the plastic, the bottom of that console shifter. So these are the 4 bolts, and then you'd bring this down and back. So you need a lot of clearance in here. I wasn't able to get too much. I was able to bring it down maybe 4 inches, and it would have been really tight. So on top of all of that, you can't really see it very well. I can't see it at all in the video here, but there's the cable that goes to the top of the transmission. It runs all the way along the top and kind of like loops around and then back down onto the driver's side of the transmission, which is very nicely tucked up behind this heat shield. And I know it looks like it's not terrible, but trying to get your hand up on top of this to get that linkage swapped over is just not going to happen. Not without, I think, bringing down this subframe and lowering everything down quite a lot. So I started thinking about how I was going to manage this. I was able to kind of reference off of the used one that I had ordered, and I was able to discover that you can actually separate the linkage from that housing that's bolted to the tunnel. And some of you may be thinking, yeah, no shit. I didn't think about that. This looked like it was kind of a sealed unit. But these bolts here, there's 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you take those out, this separates. And if you take out this Allen head bolt, and then I don't know if you can really see it way down here. there's a retaining clip there. Pop that off the bottom, and you can slide this plunger out, take this guy out, and then just put the other one in and connect the linkage. Again, that might have been like the first thought for some people. I didn't realize that this could separate. I thought this was a sealed unit. So anyways, I discovered that, was able to change it out. Switching this out and attaching that linkage took me all of 10 minutes. I had a little bit of an issue with clearance and getting the plunger or that linkage connected. So I just connected my wires and my sensor in the front here. Sorry, I'll do a better job of showing that. So this guy right here in the front, and then this guy on the side. I just turned my key on so I had power, applied the brake, and then I was able to shift this back and just kind of move all of that, the linkage forward, so I had enough real estate there to connect the linkage. And then once it was all done up, I was able to put it back in park. And I did have this all bolted in and tested it. I just unbolted this for you folks just to show. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. I may be the 1 in a million case where this issue happens, where this thing piles up on you. So this may help no one. I just wanted to share it anyways because I just kind of stumbled on it, and I'm very thankful I did, because it saved me a couple hours, I would think, of screwing around trying to get access to that cable on top of the transmission and running the cable and all kinds of fun. So anyways, hopefully it helps even one of you guys out there. And yeah, take care.